So, a lot of grave implications.
And some of those players have been very bold. I think that's where we're going next. Some of them are very bold. The ones that are playing and the ones that are not, you know, Pep Guardiola, in his own comments, even criticized Barcelona for playing behind closed doors. They
shouldn't have played that game
you know,
right?
don't even play that game. He said if he was in charge, you know. And some of the guys, Gerard Piqué has been in the center of it all, and it's just not now. At some point, for footballing reasons, he had said, okay, 2018. But now because he has spoken in defense of the referendum and he posted, I mean, that was where all his problems started, posted his a picture on Twitter, I mean, you know, voting.
Piqué's on is...
and he's been receiving a lot of
flack. I mean, the fans are not, they're not taking it. They came basically to this training for him.
National team training, whistling, booing Gerard Piqué. The man had offered to retire from the national team, and he said, look, I could make it early. If that's what you want, I'm not backing down from this. And even for us on this side, it is really, really very difficult because emotions are involved. People are...
and that's the team walking off the pitch after just 25 minutes of training because Gerard Piqué, you know, was being booed all through. And it's very sensitive. Piqué's one is a bit interesting because for me, I don't think I've really... He's been vocal about the referendum, but he hasn't really come out to state clearly that, okay, he wants independence. I've never heard him say that, but although he wants the referendum and all that. Yeah. So he's kind of playing both sides at the moment, but to see what's going on, what's going through now, it's a very difficult period for him.
Let's also remember, Andy Murray went through something similar to this when the Scots too had a referendum and they wanted to decide whether they wanted to still be part of the United Kingdom. And you remember at that point, there was a lot of backlash, but now it's gone and people have forgotten. And I'm also thinking that in the next...
You think this is going to pass?
I think so. In the next future, I mean, the Spanish Prime Minister, when the UK guys were having theirs, said this will make people from their own country bold. And this is the result, because, like, okay, if people in the United Kingdom can have their own referendum to decide whether they still want to be a part of the UK, now they can have this, and they've done that. So we'll see. But it doesn't mean anything is going to happen. It's still going to be in the hands of the politicians. But it's just unfortunate that we're talking about it here because it has, you know, entered into the sports arena. Yeah,
it's entered into the sports arena. Gerard Piqué, who's won it all with Spain, World Cup, 2 European Championships. Looks like he might just have to quit the national team before the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. Let's move on from Spain now. Let's go and talk about Romelu Lukaku. Yep. We have an update from his situation in California just a few months ago. Basically, you remember that time when the story came out that he was given a misdemeanor citation for excessive noise. I mean, you can't do these things. This is not Africa, man.
Young man having fun.
Right, but the story is he didn't go to court, actually, but the news coming out of California is that Romelu Lukaku has pleaded not guilty to that misdemeanor citation was given a few months ago. I'm not surprised. He didn't appear in person, but his lawyer was there for him to enter that no guilty plea. Lukaku is expected back in court on November the 21st. So this one... it's not really...
Not much of a distraction. Yeah, it wasn't...
I mean, is it the ground running? He's not even thinking about it. Scoring goals...
It's not even affected him in any ways. I mean, he's brushed off all the criticism. And, you know, that's even talking about him playing football.
As a player.
And now this one. I don't think it's going to affect him. We're still going to see more from Lukaku. And some of these issues they have their way of going away. And we'll see what happens in that one. I just hope the player can now concentrate on his game and you know, and reduce all the activities that can get you into trouble, you know. Sometimes.
Right, yeah. Just skip it down a bit.
Keep it low. All right. Okay, let's come home now and still talking about you know, the independence, 57 years. From this angle, we're looking at 57 years in sports for Nigeria. A lot of observers have been commenting, talking about the way forward, talking about the enormous power of sports, what can be achieved. And I want to bring you one of them this morning, talking about former Green Eagles captain Segun Odegbami, talking about the power of sports. He was speaking at this year's edition of the platform. He had a lot of interesting things to say. So let's allow you to listen to him, and we'll be back for more on Sports This Morning.
Why don't we explore that possibility? It is foolish, I know, it is foolish. It is simple. Oh, it cannot work. But you see, once again, our Lord uses the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. That opportunity comes in the year 2030 or the year 2034. I don't know who will be there and who will not be. I will not be part of those who will do it anyway. I'm too old to be that. But if we have faith in ourselves, and I know that there are young ones amongst us who can answer to what it takes to be a sportsman and to lead us, because we need a new kind of leadership, and we need new leaders in this country to lead us. They will be accountable, they will have probity, they will have integrity. Their word will be their bond. They will be determined like the Super Eagle players. They will not never give up. They will fly and soar like the eagles, and they will restore peace into this country through the means of sports. The 2030 World Cup beckons. The 2034 World Cup beckons. It will be the turn of Africa. Let us resurrect that idea, because FIFA already has expanded the World Cup to 48 countries. They have agreed. Now they know that a single country hosting the World Cup may never work. They have agreed. People are thinking it. They are coming up with ideas of a multi-nation World Cup. We can have a West African World Cup made of 4 or 5 or 6 countries. And the dream of our fathers at independence will be achieved. The road from Johannesburg to Cairo will start to be constructed. The road from Dakar to Douala will start to be constructed. The millions of jobs that this will throw up will belong to our youth, and so on and so forth. We shall take care of illiteracy. We shall do this. We shall do that. Sports has the power to change Nigeria. Please embrace it.